Come ride on my train, first stop mercy, last hallelujah. Come ride on my train.
The Underground Railroad was an idea invented to aid the widespread resistance of African Americans to slavery. In Ohio, the escape routes were clearly established across the state by 1815. Until the Civil War, untold numbers of men, women, and children boarded the Freedom Train and walked these trails to an opportunity for a better life.
These slaves traveled north along the banks of the Olentangy River to a stream, Neil Run. Neil Run ran easterly through a landscape that is now the campus of The Ohio State University. After 1856, slaves on the Freedom Train followed Neil Run past the Neil Farm and through the swampy hollow that is now Mirror Lake. The stream branched to form the marshy land where the Ohio Union now stands. From this spot, slaves were directed east and toward Lake Erie, the last stop before freedom.
Neil's really significant because it's named after the Neil family. The Neil family were huge abolitionists, actually were farmers of this land, and most of understanding how the Underground Railroad worked, it couldn't have worked if people were involved. And that's why the Neil family is really important, because they were people who were using their land, using their resources, using their time to sort of help people kind of get through this area. What really connects this to the present is that Ohio State wants to cultivate community, that we're all students who go here, that we all can partake of what it means to be in a diverse community. And it means solidarity, it means coming together despite the differences, it means collaboration. And the Underground Railroad couldn't have been successful without collaboration. You had to have the abolitionists, the peacemakers, the pacifists, the families, you know, the people who were escaping to the north. We had people all along the way.
There were white abolitionists, black abolitionists, there were Quakers, there were free blacks, northerners, some southerners, so a whole network of people. And that's really good because that has left us with a legacy of diversity and inclusion that is so important to OSU today.
The Multicultural Center's location on the Underground Railroad path is very important to me. The legacy of those who sought freedom is important to the work of the Multicultural Center. These legacies are the reason that I do the work I do, and they inspire me every day. One of the things that's so important, I think, for the Multicultural Center to be on the Underground Railroad path is really a chance to educate students about the history that's right here on Ohio State's campus.
So Ohio Students Incorporated, which is a student service group at Ohio State, one of the students got interested in looking at sort of the history of African American culture on Ohio State's campus, and found that there was a rich history of the Underground Railroad going through campus. And this was actually a pivotal point in one of the paths that escaping slaves could take. And they were told to follow the Ohio River north and then turn at the Scioto and turn at Olentangy and then follow this stream. Emily Quick was her name. Emily Quick decided to research this path and see where it would have been through campus, what was the land that these people walked on. And the group decided, along with the university, to commemorate the land that was at one point the Underground Railroad and a pivotal path there. And so the Ohio Students Incorporated decided to place 5 markers along this path that people would have walked if they were taking the Underground Railroad to the Neil family farmhouse, which is now the Kappa Sigma fraternity house. And along the path then of Neil Run, that stream that ran through campus and where Mirror Lake actually is. And so the 5 markers that we have that currently run from the path along the Olentangy to the west side of the Ohio Union are sort of the best guesstimate that we have of where this path was.
And it's so exciting to me, given our land grant history, because here we are as a land grant institution, and there's a certain freedom that's enveloped in that concept. So as a land grant institution, as an academic institution that promotes freedom of the mind, we were a part of this freedom of bodies too, as an Underground Railroad. So I like that particular linkage.